Now stay tuned to the following radio broadcast.
You're listening to the Victory Station, AM 1360. We're glad you chose us. Thank you.
It's Impact with the Florida Star, the largest, oldest, and most read African-American newspaper in Northeast Florida and South Georgia. And now, here's the host, the publisher of the award-winning Florida Star, Clara McLaughlin.
This is Opio. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Impact. We're going to be talking about a few lawyers here for Black History Month. Charles Hamilton Houston, Thurgood Marshall, and local attorney Vernon Jackson with the Building Powerful Minds movement right here on Impact.
Florida Star, speaking truth to power.
This is Opio. I am speaking to attorney Vernon Jackson, local attorney right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Of course, you know how we have on Charles Hamilton Houston as well as Thurgood Marshall today. We got a local lawyer we're going to bring to you that's doing some incredible work. How you doing, brother?
Very well, very well.
Tell us a little about who you are and what you do, and we really want to know about your organization, BPM.
Well, as you stated, I'm a criminal defense attorney. I'm from Orlando, Florida. Left there, went to college on a football scholarship to the University of Iowa. I played there for 2 years before I was injured, finished up my degree in political science, came back to Jacksonville to law school at Florida Coastal School of Law, graduated from there, passed the bar, and started my own practice here in Jacksonville, criminal defense, family law, and personal injury. And as far as BPM, that is an organization that was really birthed in my spirit while I was still in Iowa, studying the political and economic trends that were impacting Black people across the country and developing a desire to do something to impact particularly young Black males. And so once I got back to Jacksonville, and in my time during law school, we had already began organizing BPM, which stands for Building Powerful Minds. And the main aim of that program is to build strong, intelligent, fearless, courageous, dedicated young Black males who will have the tools, resources, and mindset to go out and start, lead, and build prosperous Black families, because we believe that the Black family is going to be essential in the reemergence of our people overall and our well-being, prosperity, and independence as a people.
About how many young Black men or males do you have in your program?
In Jacksonville, we have between 65 and 75. In Orlando, we have about 20. And in Las Vegas, we have another 50 or 60 young Black males, in addition to young Black girls that we've reached out and opened up a wing, a unit, or a branch specifically dedicated to providing dynamic, intelligent, strong Black women to work with our girls as well.
I know on your website, when you were describing yourself, you talked about the school-to-prison pipeline. Talk about that.
Well, the school-to-prison pipeline is essentially a system of laws, private interests, corporate interests, and policies that essentially track our young Black males into prison from a very early age, even as early as the third grade. And this is because in America, the criminal justice system has never been about justice or controlling crime. Even the police force was originally created as slave patrols. And so the aim and the focus and the composition of the criminal justice system in America has always been negative and has always been destructive when it comes to young Black males. Hence, we have policies like zero tolerance policies, the war on drugs, and various other mechanisms. Now medications are a great part of it as well, that help determine that a vast majority of our young Black males, at least 1 in 3, according to Michelle Alexander in the new Jim Crow, will spend time behind bars at some point in their lives, will be labeled with felonies, which marginalizes them for the rest of their lives. and we'll have to suffer from that, which will impact our communities and our families, as I said before.
Now, I'm looking outside my window here on Pearl Street, and there are about 4 or 5 JEA trucks. All these are older white men with the $50,000 to $75,000 jobs that can go into black communities. A lot of these guys, they live in McClinney, they live in different other counties and not in Jacksonville. And this seems like a white racist situation that are going on for a long time, and it helps to underdevelop Jacksonville, particularly on the north side. Talk about poverty and how it affects children, particularly black boys.
Well, when you talk about JEA, you got to remember one thing is that they've been granted a government monopoly as far as providing power. In our view, poverty is a major catalyst in the destruction of our people, because poverty affects everything from the schools that you go to the foods that you eat, to the educational opportunities that you have. And so poverty must always be talked about. But the one thing about it is this. We believe and we understand that poverty in America has always been largely based on race, due to the maldistribution of wealth that was done based on race, and that nothing has ever been done to rectify that. Meaning, for the first hundreds of years of our existence in this country, we were property. We weren't allowed to own property or accumulate wealth. And so other groups had an enormous head start in accumulating wealth. Nothing has ever been done to rectify that. And all the studies show that the main catalyst in the continued wealth disparity between blacks and whites is not work ethic or educational attainment or anything like that, but intergenerational transfers of wealth, gifts, inheritances, bequests, and things of that nature, that past wealth alone can keep it locked in the hands of one group and keep it out of the hands of another. So the nature of poverty has to be understood in order to really get to the root of it. But my thing is this. In BPM, we teach our children the principles contained in Dr. Claude Anderson's book, which is Powernomics. We teach our children to not depend on anyone else to employ them, because when you do that, you're always at someone else's mercy. We teach our children to have the mindset of entrepreneurs and to have a business mindset from day one, so that when you do get out of school, you're not searching for someone to give you a job. You already have the skills and a plan to create your own job. We teach our children to recycle the black dollar and to support other black businesses. We teach our children that it's our own job to ensure our economic prosperity as a community, and that we have to get away from always looking for someone else to do things for us, like we did when we were building Black Wall Streets all across the country, to think black and to buy black and to be entrepreneurs and innovators in our own fields and for ourselves. So that's our view on poverty and economics.
Now, music. How does music affect young people, and what do you guys say in the way of music and media, particularly where there's negative media images?
Music and media are one of the most devastating and destructive tools right now in the hands of those that don't want to see black people progress. They handicap, they stunt, they distort and confuse the ideological, spiritual, and mental development of our children. They give them false notions of what it means to be a man and what it means to be a woman. It encourages all manner of debauchery and living. And the music, and the one thing that we got to remember is this: the music that they listen to is not because some black kids came up with this music and thought it was cool. It's because those that control the record labels and those that control the media only allowed that to be propagated and put forth. The music that we have was not always this way. And there was a particular time in the late 80s, early 90s, where hip-hop went away from being culturally empowering to being about drugs, violence, and the N-word and every other negative manner of living. And that was not an accident. And so we expose our children to the truth about these so-called entertainers and about these so-called gangsters and rappers. And we let them know that that is promoting a false fantasy lifestyle that's only going to lead to destruction and should not be mimicked.
Right. Now, your organization has some incredible things, and people are going to want to join. People are going to want to, hey, I want to send my youth there. Where do they need to call? What do they need to do? How do they contact you guys?
Anyone who wants information about BPM should first go to our website, which is www.buildingpowerfulminds.com, and you'll be able to read about our aims, our strategies, our results, and our whole approach to youth empowerment. Once that is done, they can go to our Facebook page, or they can go to our Instagram page, which is BPM Duval Chapter, and get a good look at how we do our hands-on approach. Lots of videos, lots of pictures, lots of information. And once they've done that, if they want to sign their child up, if they want to become a volunteer, all they have to do is give me a call at 904-707-7052, or just shoot me an email at attorneyawesome@gmail.com, and then we can start the process.
All right, Attorney Vernon Jackson, my goodness, I want to thank you, brother, for doing the work that you're doing. It is so invaluable, and you never know. People like you, 10, 20 years from now, they have children coming back to them and say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so you're planting those seeds, brothers, and I thank you so much for that.
I certainly appreciate it, man. I appreciate the call and the interview.
All right, brother, peace to you. And there you have it. That was Attorney Vernon Jackson of the Building Powerful Minds organization. Go on to buildingpowerfulminds.com and make sure you support that organization. You know, young people that need that type of direction, make sure you send them to that organization doing some incredible work right here in Jacksonville. Another attorney we got to talk about is Thurgood Marshall, the first black Supreme Court justice. What an incredible history come out of Howard University School of Law. One of his teachers we had on as well, Charles Hamilton Houston, a genius. They used to call him Old Iron Pants. Just an incredible brother. Make sure you continue to pick up a copy of the Florida Star newspaper as well as support Star TV 18.2. We cannot do it without you. You see a newspaper on the stands, make sure you pick one up, purchase it. All right, this is Opio. I got to go. I will see you next time on Impact.